It's okay. How has it been? How has it been for the last week?
It has been great, like very intense. So all the work was made Monday to Friday, and then for opening at the weekend. And I set myself this really ambitious task of being okay, I'm going to make some really large-scale drawings. I did the research sketches beforehand, so I did have a plan, and I did manage to complete the 3, which feels kind of surprising and very cool. And I made the 4th one, which was kind of the bonus drawing that I didn't have any plans for.
So they are different in places. They're different places, are they, in each one?
Yeah. So each one takes a place as a starting point. So the image here is St. Roma de Sal in Spain, and that's one of the towns that was flooded for a reservoir. And because of the drought conditions, the church tower has really emerged in recent years. This one was inspired by a place in Kazakhstan where they have the bleached trunks of the trees projecting out of the lake.
Right.
And this one started with an image from a photo at the Dunwich Museum. So Dunwich, obviously, just up the coast.
Up the road, yes.
And was once an enormous town, and 12 churches were lost to the sea. So it has a very strong folklore about the bells still ringing from under the water.
And how does it feel being in this space? Because obviously this is just right on the seafront. It has its own atmosphere.
Yeah.
How did that help you be creative? Was it a natural kind of flow? Did you think about what you were doing? Was it instinctual?
Yeah, I mean, this is an extraordinary place, and I have seen some really extraordinary outcomes of residencies here, so I did always want to do it. And I have had this idea about the drowned towns and the bells ringing underwater for a few years. So I finally got together a proposal and spoke to Caroline, and great. So the wonderful thing about the residency is I can just focus on making the work, put the chores and the other jobs on one side, and just got down to it. And I feel like making work about the sea while looking out at the sea is extraordinary. The shape of the paper is even it's measured specifically for the space.
Yes.
But the kind of the dimensions are actually inspired partly by the shape of the bell tower, but also partly by the tower here at the lookout on the beach. So it has that perfect kind of proportion. I put all the paper on the wall ready to work day by day, and you can see that you get the patterns of the planks coming through.
Yes.
And initially I was like, oh, how do I get rid of that?
Yes.
But actually then I realised that that's part of the piece, and I love that it's kind of an artefact of where it's been made and how it's been made. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, an extraordinary place to work.
And also feels very indicative of that environment today, with the sea being very, very choppy. I don't know, it's kind of, for me, it kind of works because it's raw and it feels alive, and this space feels very alive when it's like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the range of conditions while I've been working is extraordinary. It's been flat as a mill pond with the sun.
Yes.
We've had super moons the last couple of nights, so that's created incredible kind of glistening effect on the sea. And just the sense of movement has really kind of informed a lot of the movement within the drawings as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you also had people come in and interact with you and ask you questions? And were there any questions that made you think about the process more?
I mean, one of the interesting things is that a lot of people have said, are you touring this anywhere, or are you planning to develop this more? And the answer is yes, but I don't know exactly what yet. But the feedback has been really interesting, and I think some people have been quite moved by it.
Yeah.
And have felt a strong connection. Other people have talked about places they know and how they experience the sea. It's been great, very kind of profound experience, some of the feedback. So, yeah.
I'm really pleased.
Thanks.
I hope that's okay, Boo.
Yeah.